What makes you a catch? So, what makes any man lucky to be with you? Can you think of maybe 5 reasons? So, when I ask women to do this exercise, they tend to answer with things like, I'm a loving person. I'm incredibly supportive. I cook a mean lasagna. I'm a good listener. I take really good care of people. And then you ask men what makes them a catch. And they tend to answer with things like, I make good money. I'm stable. I own my own home. I'm intelligent. I'm good looking. Do you notice the difference? So women tend to say that what makes them a catch is everything they do for others. And men tend to say that what makes them a catch is everything they are. So a man may think of himself as a catch, even if he doesn't know how to cook and he's not very good at emotionally supporting you and he doesn't contribute much around the house. But if you have this great career, you make good money, you're smart, you're attractive, you own your own home, that's not enough because he's looking for a woman who will make his life better and easier. Philosopher Kate Manne, in her brilliant but fiendishly difficult to read book, Down Girl, suggests that there's a reason for this. We see men as human beings, while we see women as human doings. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman. I'm a love expert here at yourbrilliance.com, and I am so glad you're here. Keep watching to learn why doing more for men is not going to get you the relationship you deserve. Philosopher Kate Manne explains that our society tends to value men for who they are, whereas women's value comes from what they do for other people. Now, she's not saying that this is how it should be. She's just saying that this seems to describe how our society works. Now, to find out if this principle is at work in your relationship, ask your guy this question. What makes me lucky to be with you? And then after he's extolled his many virtues, ask him this. What makes you lucky to be with me? Now, does he describe your incredible traits as a person? Or does he mostly describe everything you do for him? So this idea that you should be lucky to be with him, while what makes him lucky is everything you do for him, leads to imbalanced relationships. Relationships where the weight of emotional responsibility skips his shoulders and ends up landing on yours. So you're running around devoting untold mental and emotional resources to making everything work and making everyone happy while he's sitting back scrolling on his phone doing the bare minimum. Now he's missing out on the satisfaction of taking really good care of the person he loves while you end up feeling drained, burned out, and not taken care of. So it doesn't actually work for either of you. And yet it can feel so unnatural for us to expect him to do so that we can just be. Like imagine sitting on the sofa with a cup of tea, laughing at something you're watching on YouTube while he tidies up the kitchen and makes lunch. Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, now stretch your powers of imagination and imagine that this is just your life. It's not a one-off or a special treat. So that's the world men live in, and it's time that we joined in. The first thing that needs to happen is that we women need to start valuing who we are and not just what we do. So yes, what you do for others is wonderful, but it's not where your value comes from. You are valuable because of who you are as a person. You have experienced so much. You have learned so much. It's taken so much to get you to being the woman you are today. People are so lucky to get to enjoy your company. Now, I know it can be hard to see that about yourself because you live with yourself every day. It's hard to see what's special, but I promise it's there, and I'll bet your friends know what I'm talking about. So the greatest gift you can give a man is actually the gift of your company, not the gift of your service. So let him be with you. You don't need to do things for him. A man who loves your company and doesn't expect you to look after him is a man who knows how to love unconditionally. He doesn't want a human doing. He wants a human being. He wants you. Now, next, it is time for men to step up because relationships are work. There's emotional work and there's practical work. So how can that work be divided equitably? so that men and women both get a chance to contribute and a chance to breathe. Now, that's not an easy ask. And journalist Gemma Hartley writes about it beautifully in her book, Fed Up: Emotional Labor, Women, and the Way Forward. So if you are married to a wonderful man who still can't quite get that dirty dishes in the sink need to be washed, or that using the last of the toilet paper is an invitation to get another roll, then I strongly urge you to get Gemma's book and read it cover to cover. Meanwhile, if you are dating somebody but you're not married yet, then there is something I urge you to try. Whatever he puts into the relationship, you match that. Don't go over it. And then see how that feels to you. So if you're with the wrong man, then he will get irritable when you don't do more than him. He expects you to play your role as the girlfriend, right? So if you don't cook any more than he cooks, he'll try to shame you into being more of a woman. Because in his mind, your value to him lies in the ways you're supposed to be helping him. He's the man. He gets to be. You're the woman. You're supposed to do. So don't fall for that shame game. Because if he is a catch, exactly as he is, sitting on the sofa with a beer playing video games, then you are a catch exactly as you are, sitting on the sofa with your phone catching up with friends. Now, the right man values you for who you are. What you do for him is just a nice bonus. So the next time you find yourself trying to win a man over by showing him how much you can do for him and how much better you can make his life, stop. Give him what really matters. Give him the gift of your company. Take really good care of yourself, and I will see you next time.